Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So today is September 28th and it's about 10 a.m. Eastern here in US. I want to bring you an update for Bitcoin. It's trading at around 64.18 right now, and we're still in this apex right now where it can easily break out or it can break down. So I want to give you a longer term view on it. I'm looking at the weekly chart. This is what I have said it before, that I want to cover more of a longer term view, and we'll be looking at the bigger time frame. That doesn't mean that I will come down to the smaller time frame to explain certain situations, certain scenarios, but to start off with, let's start with the weekly chart. Alright, so in the previous video I mentioned that we are coming to this apex. We are sitting in this apex where it can easily have this, the volume. If you see this, the volume is declining, and this is a pretty typical trend when you have a consolidation. So if you look at this volume for last few months, or since whole 2018, it has declined, and at the same time, if you look at this the price action, which have been consolidating. So in the longer term frame, if you look at the longer term frame, this is quite healthy just by looking at the longer term frame, because you had a massive spike up when Bitcoin went to 20,000. It was extremely overbought at that point, so we needed a lot of time to digest those gains. A lot of people change their fundamentals on it. A lot of you have people who are just jumping in and buying things because they heard it from somewhere and they didn't do their own due diligence to buy something. So we had a lot of those buy on the rumor kind of situation, and and panic buying and then the panic selling. But what we have been seeing in last few months is a lot of consolidation. In my opinion, this consolidation is much healthy for a longer term view, okay? Especially looking at this graph right now for the weekly, this lower volume in this consolidation and the sideways action that we have been seeing coming near this apex. Now if we get some positive news or positive momentum in next few weeks, it can easily break out, and we can go north of 8,800 level, which is is going to be around that 50-day moving average. Previously on when we try to get over the 50-day moving average, we had a couple of resistance, one from the from the trend line, and one obviously for the moving average. So it will be interesting to see if we can get over those resistance when we go near that. It's going to be around that 8,800 mark. So we'll find out soon. For short term, we really need to get over that 9-day moving average and the 20-day moving average, which is the orange line, and that will come at the same time that we have this resistance or the trend line that's coming from almost from the beginning of the year 2018. So if we can get over this resistance, that will be quite bullish, and I can see a lot of volume coming in if we can break out of this resistance on the upside. You will see, in fact, I'm very sure if we can get couple of days over this trend line, this red trend line right here, and the moving averages, 20-day moving average, you will see a lot of volume coming into Bitcoin to push it a little bit higher and go toward that 8,000 mark and the 50-day moving average. A lot of people who have been sitting on the sideline for the same reason, they're just waiting and watching right now. They're just trying to see which side it's breaking. And I have said it before, bulls do have some more better odds to break toward break out of this apex. The reason I have said it, if you go back to the previous video, I mentioned that we are testing that the 20-day moving average on the monthly chart, and we are finding the support from that. That's a very, very good support on the monthly, the 20-day moving average. And if we can get a nice decent bounce from that, it will be extremely bullish. Okay, a nice bounce from 20-day moving average will set you up for a really nice ride, perhaps into December, crossing 10,000 and going toward 12,000. So I'm going to say it again, if we can get this breakout right now, we can easily cross 10,000 going into December. Okay, just be don't, I just want to also give you, things are looking better, but that doesn't mean that we are out of the woods. Okay, I want to keep on saying that thing because we have seen those scenarios where things were looking better, like here. Things were looking better when we were getting out of it. We were like, okay, there is some momentum coming into the market. We are seeing the higher highs. And then, guess what? We hit the wall and we came right back. So I want to make sure that you are mentally prepared for those things. Not just thinking that, okay, we are out of the woods and everything is going to be nice and rosy from now on. Okay, so do embrace yourself. It's until we break out of it, until we have nice series of volume to follow up. We do want to make sure that we are trading with little caution. Okay, on the let's look at the little smaller time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we need to let me just zoom in. We're coming near this 200-day moving average in the 4-hour time frame. That will act as a resistance. Previously, we came there and we fell right back. So now it's going to come near that. So let's see if we can get over that 200-day moving average. If we can do that, that will be really nice. Follow through for the short-term picture. Okay, so that 200-day moving average is going to be around 6,600. So do keep an eye on that, and that will be the first layer of resistance that we're going to come across. All right. In the news, I have been seeing some the exchange getting hacked for 60 million. Bitcoin rebounding from the few weeks low. Yeah, I mean it's not there is a negative news on the exchange hack, and I'm not seeing a sell-off in the market. I mean I'm not too sure about which exchange, Zef. I'm not even sure about it. Never heard of it. So anyways, I guess it's not a very big exchange regardless. So just to recap, we are we are at the apex right now, and if we can break out of those resistance zone, then we can easily go toward the 8,800, and perhaps if we can remain over that, we can easily cross 10,000 in month of December. Okay. Couple of things to just mentally embrace yourself. It's not just because we are getting higher highs in the market doesn't mean everything's going to be nice and rosy again. We are still in that phase where a lot of people are questioning their fundamentals. A lot of the other altcoins, and they're the founders and the tech team, they're questioning a lot of things because the type of market we had in last few months. But if I just look at the broader picture and mainly on the technicals, just looking at the graph, this looks rather good because the consolidation is happening on the lower volume, and we're looking at the nice bull flag if I look at the monthly. So let's see, it haven't broken out yet, so we need to wait and see how it breaks out. So until then, it's just a pattern in making. It hasn't, like, you know, we don't have a confirmation yet. Okay, so that's all, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. If you think this video is helpful to your trading in the crypto market, if you think you learned something today, then please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family. If you have any question, post it in the comment and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon.